All right, so I'm just going to put the answers here really quick for the online students. And then we'll move on to this. Okay, next thing we're going to review about triangles is called the triangle inequality conjecture. So what the triangle inequality conjecture is about is it's about figuring out what types of numbers can even make triangles, okay? Because not any random side lengths are actually going to connect to make a triangle. So think about like if I had like a side length that was 14 inches long, right? And then I have a 1-inch side length. And then a 2-inch side length. Doesn't that make sense that not any random group of numbers, like those aren't going to connect. They're not nearly big enough, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. So to make a triangle, then to figure out if 3 side lengths make a triangle, we say that the sum of the smallest 2 sides is greater than the biggest side. So like over here, we'd say A and B and C, where C is the biggest side. So A plus B has to be greater than C. And C would have to be the biggest side in that case. Okay? Good? So that's why this example here didn't work, because 1 plus 2 isn't bigger than 14, so they're not going to connect. Okay? All right, so on this one, I take my smallest 2 sides, so 4 plus 10. Is that greater than 12? Yes or no? Yeah. So that would make a triangle. So on this one, is 12 plus 8 bigger than 22? So that one can't make a triangle. Is 10 plus 6 bigger than 17? Not a triangle. What about D? Yes or no? Nope. What about E?
So you always add the 2 smallest numbers?
The 2 smallest numbers have to be bigger than the biggest number. Yeah, you always add the 2 smallest. If it's equal, think about what would that happen. If I had a 12 here, and I tried to connect a 9 and a 3, but these are equal, it's actually just going to make a straight line, right? So equal is not good. It won't make a triangle. It just makes a straight line. So this one's no. It has to be greater than, not greater than or equal. And then the last one is a yes. Good? Today's our bunch of random triangle stuff. So if you guys are good with that one, then we're going to move on to another triangle thing. Any questions? No? Yes? Can we move on? Okay. Next one. This one's called the side angle inequality conjecture. Sounds very fancy. Okay, the shortest side of a triangle is always opposite the smallest angle. Okay? So if I know that this angle right here is my smallest one, then the side length opposite of it is going to be my smallest side length. Okay, so that's what the side angle inequality conjecture says. The shortest side of a triangle is always opposite the smallest angle, which also implies that the longest side is always opposite the biggest angle. It's probably been a while since you guys have done this geometry stuff, so just to remind you, if I'm writing the name of a side length, you use the two letters, it's two endpoints, and then you draw a little line above it, okay? So on this one, it wants you to order the sides of each triangle from shortest to longest. Okay, so the shortest side is opposite the smallest angle. So which angle is my smallest angle? The 53. Angle S, right? You guys agree that's the smallest angle? So then the side length that's opposite of that is going to be TU. So that, and it doesn't matter if you do TU or UT. Okay? Okay, so then my middle angle is opposite my middle side length. So which angle is in the middle? Angle what? What letter? What letter is my angle that's in the middle? U, right? So then the side length opposite of that is ST. And then the biggest angle is angle T. So that means the biggest side length is SU. How are you guys doing, okay? Is it so easy it's almost hard? No? Okay, good. What's weird about B? If I'm trying to order B from shortest to longest, what's weird about it? Anybody? Two that are the same, right? So that the way I like to write that is, so the one opposite this 50 is KM, right? So I just, instead of a comma, I usually just put or. And that just indicates that it doesn't matter which order I wrote them in. But the biggest side for sure has to be last, and that's going to be the LM. Try C and D real quick.